Howdy everyone, name is Benzo, the channel's BenzoGold. Let's get some gold. Check this out, the water is up, it's running muddy. There's evidence that it was up high enough to wash some debris off the banks and wash it down. So maybe some of the holes got filled with some gold. Lots of little critters jumping in the water. See evidence of people been digging and poking around in places. So let's hope I can find some more gold today. I got a little water to work with, that's awesome. I got the RPE, Robinson Prospect and Sluice, to run today. It looks like I could run even more sluice. I got options in the vehicle. But I guess I got low, medium, and high here. 3 areas to work. And I'm going to start off by doing 3 test pans, 1 from each, and seeing where the gold's still turning up. And while I'm doing it, I'm going to be poking around and testing to see, is there a lot of material there as I'm collecting, or is it all rock and wore out? Looks like I'm getting closer and closer to the center where the pay is less concentrate, but there's still gold there and it'll still add up. My last trip 2 days was a good average for 2 days, but it's steadily going down. So I can't wait to get a little bit of gold today. Got to shake a pan and see a little bit to really get that fever going. So let's get to it. The new addition to the tools today is a new shovel, a medium priced, lightweight but sturdy. I've always used the one shovel in all my videos except for one video. Does anybody know what that one video was? I talked about that new shovel a long time in that video and I edited it all out. But I put some weight on it and the blade flexed and bent. I'll show you. I gave $11.99 for this bad boy at a local hardware shop. It seemed pretty strong. I put some weight on it. So I'm going to test it out today. Might have to customize it a little bit. Give it that Bonanza flair, you know. But I was thinking about burning the handle and sanding it. It's not that great. But I put some weight on it. And it didn't flex. And it's tempered. And, you know, Mexico's better than China, right? So that's what I'm saying. That's better. So that's a new shovel. We're going to test it out. I might just break it in half in one day. It's happened before. First test pan here. I got one micro dot. Don't know if you can see it. Check that out. Nope, just kidding. That's from the creek shoes. I shook them out before I put them on. Knocked all that sand out of there. There was gold in it. A little bit. Well, I picked door number 2 to start with. Test the new shovel. Didn't give it a great chance. 1 scoop. And it got gold. It got decent gold. You can see there was not a lot of black sands in that. I didn't give it a lot of material, and after the rocks washed out, it was not much at all. Maybe like 1/8 of a pan. So that's pretty good. But after the first scoop, I could tell that this shovel is not going to make it. Alright, I'm getting down to the bottom here. I'll start swirling it back. Yeah, it's going to be a good day. Let's get this gold, friends. Here's my classify station. I got a classify bucket and I run 2 extra pans. So I dig 3 at a time and then I classify 3 at a time. It's less turning around back and forth that way. And it also lets me shake down the bottom every now and then. This isn't a full pan and it ain't even that great. But I want to show you, there's some gold in there. Over here I'm running a test. Pulled up like a booklet of this type of rock, and that's all that's in there. There's no sediment except for what I'm washing off these rocks. And I left this one here. You can see there's a layer. It just keeps going deeper and deeper. You pretty much have to rub 2 rocks together to break this stuff down, but it's full of grit. I just wanted to see how much of the gold is being stored up in between these layers on these rocks. So I'm gonna wash these real good and shake this with no additional material added and see what comes out of it. Well, I truly am surprised about how much material was in between those rocks. I was just taking it off layer out of layer. Some of the rocks did split apart again to reveal more layers. And you see there's large chunks of rocks and pieces of clay. I'm going to wash this really well and see what's in it. Here's the results. I'd say that's a fair amount of gold and even a flaky bit. Some nice specks and even some fines. That's worth snuffing up. Good to know. It's good worth taking time. So I got a pretty good area to work today. I'm going to try to remember to record, but I'm going to double down and see how much gold I can get today. Hey guys, checking in between cuts. All I'm doing, you'll see me wiggling my shovel, standing knee deep in murky, snaky water, keeping cool. It's the only way to keep cool, and classifying 2 or 3 at a time. I'm doing an extra classify on some stuff and setting aside in a bucket there, and that's going to be for another video, another day. I'm going to shoot later on when that bucket gets full. I'm going to test some products. But hey, the gold's still good. I did get one skunk because I come too far away from the wall, and I'm struggling with some large rocks at the moment, but I can still scrape up some clay, some busted bedrock every now and then, and some decent material. Haven't been shaking any test pans lately, but just the one skunk. But I'm trying to identify where there's more material to work. It just pockets is left, so you just got to find a pocket, and that could be 1 to who knows how many buckets full. But you know, this one looked like it was about 2 buckets, and I'm stuck on a big rock, and if I can move 1 or 2 big rocks, maybe I'll find some more deposits. I got the sluice set up. Took a little break a minute ago. Well, not much of a break. I went and set up the sluice and emptied the bucket one time. Figured I'd do 2 runs at a time because 3, I was sitting over there too long in the sun, and 2 is just about right. It's a good exchange on time rate. So I'm about halfway through that bucket, and then I'm going to run this and see if we can get a smile on the spin, see if there's some chunky bits. Looking for that picker today. There's some noise. It's been super quiet out here. It's been nice. Yeah, that's gonna work. What was that? Sitting here around the sluice, the cicadas just started up. They don't bother me. Some people, they drive crazy. But these little passing puffy clouds are a true blessing today. It is mighty warm out here. I think it's going to hit 91. I know it's a joke to you West Coasters, but dew point's probably 75. Alright guys, let's finish that run. You can look at the black sands here. I don't know how that's coming out. You can see there's black sands in every riffle, and there's less and less as it gets down towards the bottom. But up here in the top of the indicator, trying to see if you can see that there is gold to be had. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see how much we get in the cleanup. Okay guys, we got a live reveal here. Uh-oh. Okay. Ooh. Look at that chunker. That's nice. That's a decent amount of gold. Oh wow. That's some dirty gold. Alright, let's see what's in the safety pan. Because you can safety pan if you want to. Or you can leave your gold behind. You know, if you got pans and you need a pan, you can use an extra pan of mine. Ooh. Alright, here's that run again, guys. There was more gold up on the black sands, and there was one speck about like that in the safety pan. It's not too bad. Decent run. I like it. So I'm gonna keep on. Alright guys, before I get started on this next run, this next set of buckets, I'm gonna play a little game all us prospectors play called LRC. So left, right, and center. We've been seeing the center pans the whole time. Here's, well, it's sitting to the left, but it's to the right. This is the one to the right, and it looks really good. I'm gonna have to move some big rocks, and I don't know how much material is there. I'm curious to see how potent that is, because out here when the pay line ends, the material doesn't always change. Sometimes the gold just falls out, and this is, well, it's to the right, but this is the one to the left from the direction I'm looking while I'm digging, and it looks completely different. And in line with the water, they're pretty much in the same line, pretty much in the same depth, about 10 feet apart. So let's take a look at these. I'm going to shake them, see what happens. Alright, so I got these classified. I want to show you these rocks. That was in this one. To the right, pretty typical. Looks pretty good. I love it when I see a bunch of this flat stuff packed up. Those are still dirty. And here's the material. Alright, so the one from the left. Rocks look completely different, but the same. But a different color. The clay's a different color. The unders here, a lot of clay balls, red, orange, real deteriorated. What is that? It's like a deteriorated shell. It's really breaking apart easily. This stuff is the same material, but it's not breaking apart so easily. So I'm going to work on these a little bit more and see what we can get. Oh, I picked two of the hardest pans you could possibly imagine out here. I hit the lottery. Hey guys, got the results. Here's that pan to the left, the brownish looking material. Oh yeah, that's looking really good. No clue how much is there, how long that lasts. That might be the easier material to work, easier to get to, maybe more of it. I'll be in it before the day's over. Now, let's take a look at the pan to the right. Oh, you already saw the gold from way back there. What? That is some serious gold in that pan. So, I think I'm gonna dig the other way. Now I'm gonna dig right where I found this. There's some big rocks in there I'm gonna have to move. So let's get to it. Update, I got that big boy out. I just got this one out, about crushed my finger putting it up here. I'm gonna scrape all that goodness off the top into a separate pan right here, and I'm gonna see if there's any gold just sitting around, hanging around on top of this rock. So here's that cup of clay that was on top of the rock. Try not to wash too much of the rock out, just the sediment. And there's a good amount of gold, and there's some fine stuff. I think I can see 6, 7 colors there. Nice. So I'm breaking this clay down. It slowed down the work, that's for sure. This is some tighter clay, but it's gold bearing. And we saw a minute ago from that big test pan, it had the biggest stuff of the day. Got a bucket full. I was messing around too much, doing too many test pans. It's all good, it seems. Some's a little better than others. But I'm hearing some mega thunder up there. I'm gonna have to check out, see if I can pull up the radar. And if it looks too bad, I might just have to get wet. Great news! Looks like I got a few hours before that rainstorm really hits. We do have some cells skirting by in a northeast track. It's just gonna miss us. I'm hoping that we get some downpours over there. Get some cool wind brushing in over here. That'd be nice. One bucket up. Really took some time fighting with some really massive rocks with clay and stuff on them. Kind of hard to get up out of the hole when it's deep down in the hole. I was up to here on one of them trying to grab it, but I'm finding little pockets, and I said in a previous video that's what's left here is pockets. Video update, checking in. Here's that second run. 2 more buckets, and there's some wiry, chunky bits. I don't know if there's any pickers in there. I didn't try to pick them up, but you can still see them from back there. And there's a bunch floating around. This is a quick spin, and I got to do the safety pan. But I'm gonna have to speed things up. I'm gonna get one more run in and call it a day. It appears I'm meeting somebody out here tomorrow. I didn't plan on it, but hey, they want to come on, and they want me to come, and we're going to do it. Get that gold. Considering I got to run this, clean it up, get dry if possible, pack my stuff up and hike out of here, I'm cutting it off at 1 bucket, and that'll be 5 on the day with the test pans. I was really hoping to get 8 buckets in, but I'm planning to come back tomorrow, and it sounds like we might have better rain. It is raining in this creek about 2-3 miles upstream, but it's super close with the lightning and the thunders all around. So I'm gonna do this 1 bucket, stream close up. Yeah, there's 1 bucket. Make it lighter. That's a heavy bucket. I started doing a little bit more. Oh, that's a heavy bucket. It's full of gold. Aha. And get this loose. Alright. It's over there, but heading east-northeast. What I don't want to hear it is from over there, because it's coming right at me. Hey everybody, I feel a little bit better since I got some dry clothes on. Hope they stay dry. I'll tell you what, I had fun today. I really did. I hope I was able to salvage a decent video out of it. I'm coming back here tomorrow. Definitely meeting 1, maybe 2 people. I keep getting contacted. That's fine. It's going to be fun. I like coming out here and working by myself and talking to you guys. And I like coming out here and working with other people, but problem is I usually talk to them and not to y'all. Didn't get to see that last run. It was only 5 gallons. It was a little bit more in 1 bucket, but I'll tell you what, we'll go home, we'll do a snuffer dump, we'll look at it, and I think it's pretty good. Some chunkier stuff this time, some funny shaped stuff, but I better hoof it. It's got me surrounded. Tough times.